What's going on, guys? Welcome on back to the channel, Backdraft Lure Company. If you're new with us, my name's Brandon. I'm the owner, founder of Backdraft Lures. I missed you guys. I missed you guys a lot. We've been away for a while, but we are back. No more interruptions. We hope we're back on a consistent basis making videos. But we do have to address the fact that I have not made a video in about about 3 months now. Everything was going good, but we had a series of unfortunate circumstances, we'll say. So that absence is what I want to address today, and I'll also give you guys a few updates, what we're doing, where we're going, and yeah, that's the video for today. So let's get started. So I don't know if you can see all this stuff I got going on the table. I don't know if you can or not, the way the camera is, but if you can, don't get distracted by that. That has nothing to do with the video. It's just an order I've been working on, so I'm just going to kind of work on that while I'm talking. Speaking of talking, this video will not be all this, okay? It's not just going to be however long with me just sitting here talking to the camera. I've got some other footage and stuff like that, of like practice and fun fishing and whatever else that I'll just kind of pepper in there as needed. So last we spoke, I believe it was Dale Hollow, would have been our second Major League Fish in BFL in the Music City division. I did okay. I didn't get skunked. I did pretty well in that one. So if you want to watch it, I'll link the video below, or you can just go one video back and boom, there you go. So check it out. But yeah, so that was the last one. That was our second stop on the in the Phoenix BFLs in the Music City division. Next one, our next tournament was Center Hill. We don't have any footage of that because we didn't go. I'll be honest with y'all, I kind of hated to miss this one because Center Hill is not a lake that I fish very often, and I was looking forward to going out there, and it's kind of a tough lake anyway. So I was looking forward to going out there and just seeing how well I would fare. We thought we had a pretty good game plan. We were gonna get. We were going to get 2 solid days of practice. We had a really cool Airbnb rented, had a whole house, off in the country. But what had happened was I got sick. I came down with a nasty little stomach virus. Now, if you've ever had a stomach virus or food poisoning, something of that nature, then I don't really have to go into detail about the symptoms of that because you already know that it is not pleasant. So yeah, I had that going on. Let's see, towards the end of the week though, I thought I was getting a little bit better, but I went out one day to hook my boat up and I got pretty dizzy. So and as the rest of the week kind of dragged on, I knew there was no way. I was getting dizzy to the point that I wouldn't have been able to actually drive to the lake, let alone stand on a boat deck for 8 hours. It just wasn't going to happen. So that was a bummer. Now, Happy, on the other hand, you guys remember Happy? This guy right here. My traveling partner, my practicing partner. He, around the same time where I was not too far from a toilet, he had what I will describe as a medical emergency. Now, I'll leave the details out, just for his privacy, but he had the kind of medical emergency that was life-threatening, the kind that required a few days of hospitalization and will require ongoing rehab. So he had kind of a bad time of it. I've obviously spoken to him since. He's doing much better. You know, but as far as him, you know, fishing out the rest of the season, I really don't know where he's at on that. So that's Center Hill. Oh, actually, just a quick word about that Airbnb I mentioned before, which actually I think it was a Verbo, but it doesn't matter. It was a real cool place. We had the whole house to ourselves. It was relatively inexpensive, and the owner of it was a very cool dude. Oh God, I think his name was Sean. I'll check, and if that's wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's Sean. Anyway, I guess it was Thursday or Friday, whatever day we were supposed to go down. I emailed him, and I was like, "Hey man, you know, I got sick. We're not gonna be able to come. All that kind of stuff." I said, "You know, I know I'm not getting my money back or anything like that. I just wanted to let you know." And he actually emailed me back within like 10 or 15 minutes, and he said, "Dude, man, that sucks. You know, I hate that you can't come, but he said, here's what I'm gonna do for you." He said, "I'm gonna relist it, and if it books, whichever nights you guys can't come, then I'll give you money back on that." And he said, "Not only that, next time you want to come stay, I'll give you 10% off." So I thought that was really, really cool. I mean, he didn't have to do that. He could have took my money and said, "Yeah, well, sucks for you. You know, better luck next time." So I just thought that was really, really cool, the guy. So if you are planning to go fish Center Hill and you want to stay up in the Cookeville or Baxter, Tennessee area, I will put that Verbo listing down in the description. So yeah, that takes care of Center Hill. So after Center Hill, we had about a month in between BFL tournaments, and that month I got a few things filmed. I hit the ledges. I think I hit them kind of early. You know, just did a handful of things here and there in that gap. One thing I did do is we actually tested and launched a brand new color for our jigs. So let me roll that footage right now. All right, guys, we're gonna make another pass down this bank here because I had two pretty good bites and a fish. So, but I just swapped up my colors a little bit. Got a brand new color that I'm not going to show you. There's a fish right there. Already. Oh, and he threw it. That I'm not going to show you just yet. I'll tell you what. If I catch a fish on it, I'll show it to you. How about that? That one didn't count. I didn't get him in. That didn't count. He bit it quick though. There's one. Little guy though. Well, all right. Okay, well, man of my word, I told you I'd show you that color if I caught a fish, and I did catch a fish. So there it is. That's going to be our newest color in the lineup. I don't know if you can really see that or not, but that's called Old Hickory Special. And that's 2 fish that bit it in 3 casts. So seems like a pretty good color. Or if we can get another one on the edge of that dock right there. You reckon? But anyway, we'll be adding that color to the lineup very soon. I can't remember what we called it on the video, Old Hickory Special or some such, and that was, I don't know, that was just kind of a generic. I didn't really like the name, so what I ended up doing is I ended up having a naming contest on Facebook, and that color is actually called hickabilly. And if you couldn't see it all that well in the other video, there it is right there. Got some black and gold flake in there. Got a little orange. Man, I tell you what, that has been a killer on Old Hickory. Old Hickory, it's one of those lakes that's kind of always got a stain to it, so this color works perfectly. And that was that video right there. When I tied that on, that's actually the first time I've ever flipped that in there. And you saw we got we got results pretty fast on that. And every other one I've caught since, yeah, it's a good color. So there again, you know where to find it. Let's see, what else do we do? I took my little girl out fishing. She'd been asking to get out on the boat, so took her and my wife out there. We let little girl do a little bit of bluegill fishing. Well, my wife didn't fish. She was back there sunning herself on the back deck, distracting me with all that booty. But anyway, we didn't catch a whole lot. But I mean, my daughter's 4, so she's got about a minute and a half of fishing in her before she wants something to happen, and then after that, she's ready to get up and do the things. But we caught a couple little bluegills. She had fun. We fished for a little while, and then we took her over to a little shallow sandbar, and you let her jump in the water, splash around a little bit. She had a good time. Always good to spend time with the family. So we did that. I dropped them off, and then I met up with a buddy of mine. His name's Kyle, and we went out and practiced for a little charity tournament that we had coming up just a couple of days after that. So I'm just gonna kind of roll some of this footage and just talk while while that footage is going on. Excuse me. So I'm just gonna roll some of this footage and just kind of talk while that's playing. We did the same thing as I'd been doing, because we were seeing them on the ledges, or on the humps I should say is a better descriptor for that. And we were out there catching plenty of fish. We just couldn't find any big ones. But that was still, nonetheless, that was going to be our game plan for the tournament we were going to fish, because honestly I was just kind of thinking it was it may have been a timing thing. They may have been more active out there early in the morning. So we fished that pretty thoroughly. We grabbed a bunch of stuff. We marked a bunch of stuff. The bait fish were starting to get pretty active. And we felt pretty good about our prospects. So that's what you're seeing right now, is just we were running jigs and Texas rigs mostly, and occasionally a deep diving crankbait. And yeah, that was that was pretty much the extent of the practice. that's where the next problem started, I think. I am still having issues with my boat. I've got some sort of an electrical gremlin that I have just not figured out. I don't know if I've got a dead cell in one of my batteries. I don't know if I've got a draw coming from somewhere. I have no idea, and I really haven't had that much time to work on it, but I'm going to here very soon, hopefully to have that up running here in the very near future. But I noticed after we got done fishing that day that my my trolling motor was a little bit sluggish. I kind of wrote it off as you know, I mean, I've been out in it all day, 10, 12 hours. I just kind of wrote it off as being that. Well, that was part of the issue. So a couple days later, this little charity tournament we're fishing rolls around. Had the batteries on charge, and I mean, they were just barely in the green. I mean, like the charger came on green just before I pulled out of the driveway. But I figured it would be okay. I figured I could just limp it through this tournament, and we'd be okay. So I'm just going to roll over that tournament footage now. So we ran that pattern. In my opinion, we kind of ran that pattern too long. I think we should have given up on it after 2 or 3 hours, but we kept at it. There again, in my opinion, far too long. So we left, and we went up shallow and fished a few things up there. About 1:30, which, I mean, all day the trolling motor had been sluggish. Well, not all day, but about 10:30 in the morning on, I noticed it was starting to get a little bit sluggish. So about 1:30 in the afternoon, my trolling motor went 100% completely dead. I couldn't steer it. I couldn't do nothing. and we only had like 2 small fish in the box. And I mean, there was nothing else we could do. You know, we did try to make a run, and get them charged back up while the big motor was running, but that did not work. So I mean, we were just stuck. You know, there was just nothing else we were going to be able to do. So, like I said, you know, we only had like 2 fish in the box, and we went ahead and came in. By the looks of all the other trucks and boats missing in the parking lot, we weren't the only ones that had a bad day that day. So there again, after that happened, I thought, oh, okay, just 2 more batteries. That's all I need. That'll fix it. Boom, good to go. After that little debacle, I went ahead and I dropped 2 more batteries in the boat. If you're counting, that's 3 batteries I've had to put in this boat this year. So our next tournament was another BFL on Old Hickory Lake, and there again, I'd been doing a little more practicing. I don't know if I got footage of it, but anyway, I've been doing a little bit more practicing on Old Hickory, hitting the humps a little more, we were starting to get better quality fish out there, and so I really thought I had a good game plan. But let me just show you what the real kick in the nuts about this tournament was. Yeah, you see that? Yeah, that's me. Boat number 1. Number 1. I am the king of late boat numbers. So that'll probably never happen again. Hey, what's going on, guys? Good morning. Sorry if you can't see me very well. I don't know what's going on with the lighting in this truck, but it's tournament day. We're on Old Hickory. I'm boat number 1. Never had that happen. Never even been close, so that's pretty cool. I'm just sitting here at the gas station, get some gas, so fixing to head to the ramp. I'm doing this on no practice. I guess aside from the practice I did last week, still fiddling with this whole battery issue thing I got going on, so that kind of sucks. Hopefully we don't get stranded again today, but yeah, we're boat 1, so looking for 5 big ones. Let's go get them. All right, well, that went to hell in a handbasket really quick. Man, I tell you what, frustrating is not a strong enough word for what happened this morning. I never even got to put the boat in the water, okay? It just, man, it seems like if I didn't have bad luck, I wouldn't have any at all. So I've had time to calm down. You know, yelled a few cuss words. I'm good now, but I'm still pissed off. I'm still frustrated. So let me tell you guys what happened. Man, and look, everything was going my way this morning. Everything. I was boat number 1. I thought I had all these issues with my batteries figured out. Everything was charging, everything was in the green, everything was good. But I get to the ramp this morning, and I turn everything on. Well, everything works except this panel. And you might know that's pretty important because, you know, my navigation lights are there, all my live well stuff is there, you know, kind of important to have that running. Well, I get there this morning, get to turn everything on, get everything unhooked, and yeah, and that wouldn't come on. And you know, there's only so much you can do about that sitting in a boat ramp in the dark with no tools. I checked every fuse I know to check. Something is still amiss. And it all started when I bought 2 new trolling batteries. So I don't know. I still think something's going on with my power pole charge, my onboard charger. That or one of these batteries is still truly bad. I have no idea. Like I said, I checked everything I knew how to check this morning, and it just wasn't going to happen. I mean, there again, I was boat number 1. That'll never happen again. On the Bass Forecast app, it was supposed to be a really, really good day of fishing. I had a plan, and it just all went to hell really, really quick. Which, I mean, it sucks not just for me, but for my co-angler. I had to call the tournament director and tell him, and I know he was gonna try to get my co-angler set up. My co-angler Kevin, he's pretty high up there in points, so I'm really disappointed. Kevin, if you're watching this, man, I am truly sorry. It just sucks. So, you know, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I guess I'm just gonna start from the ground up and try to figure this thing out, and you know, hopefully get back in action pretty soon. So, and I mean, to y'all, I'm sorry too. I have not been putting out good videos lately. I know you guys are getting frustrated with, you know, with all my boat issues, and trust me, I'm just as frustrated as you are. So, there again, I'm sorry. We will get this thing figured out. Oh man, look at that nice clean boat. That nice clean boat that is not going fishing today, all because of one stupid issue. So I was scrambling, all these boats lining up behind me. So I pull off to the side. You know, I'm frantically trying to find the cause of this, and I cannot get it to work. And so I call the tournament director. I tell him what's going on, and I'm just beside myself with worry, because, you know, there again, my co-angler is doing really, really good. He's top 10 in points, and I was like, oh my God, you know, he's not going to get to fish, all that kind of stuff. So tournament director calls me back. I tell him what's going on, and thankfully he finds a spot for my co-angler. Oddly enough, in the number 2 boat. So he got to fish. I actually think he did pretty well. He ended up cutting a check. So me, on the other hand, I had to watch all the boats leave without me, and I went home very empty-handed and very pissed off. So that's that. That is the series of unfortunate circumstances that I've been dealing with. Now, where do we go from here? As far as the BFL tournaments, my season's pretty much over. We still got one left. That's a super tournament, but it's on Old Hickory, and it's in September. I've never ever had good luck on that lake at that time of year. It can really be a grind. So truly, the only way that I could actually make a regional is if I won. The odds are never impossible, but it's, you know, it's just probably not, you know, inside the realm of possibility. So I don't know if I'm going to fish that one or not. I'm leaning towards no, but I mean, who knows? I may get a wild hair and you know, go ahead and sign up for it just for giggles. But outside of tournaments, we do have a couple of adventures coming up. A few updates to tell you about. Let's see, as far as the lure business goes, we're going to be in our first retail shop here very soon, and I can't wait to tell you about that. It is going to be local to me, and I think eventually they're going to carry pretty much all my product line. I know he called me wanting jigs and buzz baits and stuff like that, so I'm getting that together for him. Let's see, here in just about a week or so, I am going out west. We're going to visit my wife's family out in Oregon, and we're gonna do a little bit of fishing up there. Yeah, and other than that, I plan to keep making videos, and be a little bit more consistent with our video making. Not have 3-month gaps. Yeah, we're not going to do that anymore. So that's it. Thank you guys for watching. I know it wasn't exactly a riveting, exciting video, but it had to be made just because I wanted to get everybody caught up. That way we're all on the same page, and we can move forward from here. So if you have not done so, please do give us a like and a follow. If you want to leave me a comment, you can absolutely do that if the mood strikes you. You can get your lures at www.backdraftlures.com. Love you guys. There again, thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.